Hi, Face. Hi. So, the whole audio thing isn't doesn't want to work right. Doesn't want to work right today. So perhaps we just maybe we just let me change this to let me change this to just chatting. Sorry if you were here for games. I don't know why things are not working properly. I tried restarting, I tried fiddling with all of my audio sources. I tried doing this, I tried doing that. You're getting talking today. Unfortunately. I apologize, Phase. I wanted to play Shadow the Hedgehog. No, our games. I'm sorry, Phase. I feel really bad about this. I promise I wasn't trying to bamboozle you with promises of games. Wow, it's crazy late. Look at the time. I was just streaming. I was just streaming our ultimate life form, but the Shadow movie. Okay. All right. So, Phase. Here is my plan. I think it was. Let me check. I think it was Thursday that I have us set up to play more Shadow. Here is my plan. What happened? I did do dog-related things. My audio just isn't working, and I am not going to force you to watch Shadow the Hedgehog just quietly with no audio the entire time. I tried restarting, I tried fixing it, I tried doing this, I tried doing that. I have a quiz for you. Can you name Eggman's partner from the movie? No. No! I can picture him, but I don't remember his name. So, unfortunately, you have to listen to the sound of my voice for, like, the next hour or so. And that's my answer to whether I'm staying. Bye-bye. Have a night rest of your night, Kiwami. It was good to see you. It was good to see you. I know a lot of you are here for the game. I apologize that things just aren't working right. Like, I tried my best in like, the 5 or 6 minutes that I was gone to get things working. I feel bad. I feel bad, Phase. I apologize. But, I didn't really... Oh, okay, did you guys hear that? Because now I don't hear that. Something's gotta always not work. Thank you for the 9 months, Snacko. You don't feel bad enough? I wanted Sonic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Snacko has been here for long enough to have a baby, Phase. Snacko's been here for a bit. But I didn't really have anything like planned in case this happened. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. We're just winging it from here. We're just winging it from here. It's actually okay. Things happen. I'm not upset. I am upset. I'm upset with myself. Like, usually I go through and check if my audio is fine before we get started and stuff, and I just didn't today. Play Vice Project Doom. If I did that, you guys couldn't hear it. You guys still couldn't hear it. I could play a game that's like purely all visual with no audio whatsoever. That's fine. I'm not going to force you guys to watch the silent movie version of video games today. I guess I could. I guess what I could do. What I could do, Phase, is I could make all the sounds myself, and I could like sing all the songs for you. I don't think that would be fun for anybody involved. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest. I think that would be a miserable time. It didn't tell me you were live? I had to go offline for just a second to try to fix my audio issues. I don't know why things aren't working. Hari could voice everyone and play the OST. Yeah, I would constantly be doing mouth noises for the entire time. I don't think that would be a fun time. Although, I won't face. I am gonna clue you in. I had an idea that I was thinking about maybe working on if I have the time for it. I'm here for the heart. That means a lot to me, but I feel bad because I did promise you guys games today. I did promise you Shadow, and I know how much you guys love your Shadow. But I had an idea. I want your opinions. I want your feedback. I want these. I don't know how well this would work due to like latency and whatnot. What do you think of having like a game show on stream? I would stream it. I would have things set up in such a way that you guys would be able to, I don't know, for the low cost of like maybe like 1 channel point or something. You could chime in and put in your answer. And you guys could win big prize. I don't have any prizes, I'm sorry. You could win the big prize of having me say congratulations on one you won. That's fine. Game show? That'd be fun. I was trying to think, and like I couldn't really come up with a way to make it seem fair, because I know there's going to be some audio latency depending on like how far you guys are from like Twitch's data centers or whatever. So like I don't know. A 5-minute MS Paint drawing. You mean you guys gotta submit one, or I gotta do one? Poll? I guess a poll could be a way to do it, but at the same time, like, I was thinking, like, what is the one game show where, like, the host starts describing starts, like, going off on a question? I think you choose from, like, categories, and the host starts, like, reading off the question, and you can hit the button at any time and, like, chime in if you think you know the answer before he even, like, finishes reading it off. Is that on Jeopardy? Is that Jeopardy? I don't know my game shows that well, I gotta be honest. Kahoot? What is Kahoot? Is that a board game, or is that, like, a game show? Horror Trivia Day? I could have, like, a mix of questions about, like, I don't know, video games that we've had on stream. I could have, like, questions about myself. I could have like questions about things you guys have taught me or something like that. I don't know. But I haven't really thought over any particular details yet, other than like I thought it would be fun to have like a representation of a game show on stream and have a way for you guys to physically represent yourself, and you could like chime in for questions and stuff. You know, it'd be cool. A Family Feud style game show. Tough to think of how you do it on Twitch other than like maybe in VR chat. What's Family Feud? What is Family Feud? I'm sorry, I'm always out of touch on One Piece. I don't know what Family Feud is or how it works. I've heard of Family Feud before. I've heard of it, but I don't know how it plays or anything like that. Like Saddam Mario? What is Saddam Mario? Joke's on you, I live in the Twitch data center. Those of you who live exactly in... Where's Twitch based out of? Probably like California? San Francisco or something, I imagine. Do you know Wheel of Fortune? There's a big wheel and they spin it, right? I think I've seen one where there's a big wheel and they spin it. Is there... Do they have to, like, answer questions or do anything other than spin the wheel? Or do they just get to come up and spin the wheel? Kahoot is a free online game that allows players to play anonymously. The host makes a quiz and gives multiple choice answers. The Olympians gain points for answering the questions quickly and correctly. I'll have to look into that one. That one sounds like that might work. Is that a, what is that called? Like a Jackbox game or something? Basically, they pull a bunch of people for questions like, name something you take to a beach and people take turns guessing. That sounds really fun! Oh, is that the one where they have like, name something your wife hates, and the person's like, me, and they're like, is me up on the board? Is that Family Feud? I think I've seen some, like, clips from that one, if so. Har needs to see Steve Harvey reacting to Meat in Love Kingdom. Show me potato salad! It's a corrupted Mario world? I can't call it a ROM hack. I think it's a decompile and recompile. It corrupts itself constantly in unimaginable ways. That sounds really cool. Unironically, I might stream that if I don't forget about it by next week. That sounds really cool for, like, a one-off thing, but I don't know if I would try to play through the whole game because that sounds like that would be kind of rough. That's Family Feud. I love Steve Harvey. Who's Steve Harvey? It was marketed as a teacher's learning aid. It's standalone. Maybe we'll try that one out sometime. I feel very bad, Phase. I feel bad about the lack of the game that I promised you. Also, name something a robber wouldn't want to see. Naked grandma. I think that one would be fun, but like I think I would need other people to help me come up with all the things that would be up on the board, because that sounds like the kind of thing that how do they determine the things that go up on it? They probably have like multiple people like submitting answers, right? Thank you for the head pat, Finbar. Family Feud on SNES with Heart. Is that one of the games you guys made me like fire up for just a little bit? I remember we played some game show game and oh my god, it was pretty terrible, but it had pretty interesting music. Was that Jeopardy? Steve Harvey at his most iconic. Let me see. Can I open this up and not have it autoplay? I guess it doesn't matter if it autoplays since the sound isn't working right. It doesn't matter at this point, I won't please. The joke is that it was found in Saddam's dumpster. Ooh. Wait, what? Like it was found in his files or something? Is that the actual origin of it? Like, back whenever they like declassified all the stuff that was on like Saddam's computer, Alonphase, no, it was in his actual trash. Was it actually found in his trash, or is that just a funny made up joke? But like, whenever they declassified the stuff that he had on his computer, Saddam was a bit of a gamer, or was it Osama bin Laden? Maybe both. I thought it was Osama. Maybe it was Osama bin Laden. But like, he was a bit of a gamer. He was honestly a bit of a gamer. Yeah, he also had Naruto. He had like a bunch of anime and stuff. I honestly thought that was kind of funny whenever I saw it. Like, he's gotta entertain himself too, and he just seemed like he was, you know, a little bit of a weeb. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. JigsawExplorer.com. Dropping this idea before I forget it again. Online co-op jigsaw puzzle. That one might be fun. We could do the Haru Christmas art together as a puzzle. That's how those sites work, right? Like usually you just like pop you pop the art in or something like that. Hi Foley, how are you doing today? Honestly, I won't phase like I feel terrible that the audio is broken. I don't know why that happened. I am going to need to troubleshoot the heck out of this after we're done here. Thank you for the head patch, Hiroga. Surface level weave. I mean, like, what year was that? Was Naruto even still relevant whenever he was watching it? Cause like, he might have been watching like some older anime at that point, honestly. Like, if you're the kind of person that's going back and like watching older stuff, like, I feel like if you're going back and you're watching older things, like even if they were mainstream at the time, like that's a bit more than surface level, I would say, right? Because I feel like people that are like surface level, they only watch like the most recent, like they watch the currently airing stuff, and like I don't watch anything else. They watch the flavor of the month stuff. Family Feud asks the audience ahead of time. That's how the points are determined per answer. The more the audience gives one particular answer, the more points that one answer is worth. That sounds like that would be a fun and cool one to do, but I think I would need other VTubers for that. I feel like if I asked you guys all the questions, you guys would have all the answers, right? Cause like if you're thinking like, well, what's something you wouldn't want to drop on the floor, and like you put in like peanut butter sandwich or something like that, like peanut butter toast, like then you're going to know that that's one of the answers, and you can punch it in yourself. That'd be like cheating. It's a Vinny bit, and people have ran with it. Cat? You wouldn't want to drop a cat on the floor? I mean, to be fair, you don't want to drop cats from like, you want to drop cats from higher than you do lower if you're not going to like sit them down on the ground. because they try to twist around in the air, and if they don't have time to like flip over, they'll like break their spine. Naruto peaked with Shippuden. I don't think I have ever seen any of Naruto. I'm not sure. I feel like I maybe remember one where he was like training out in the woods with like the white-haired dude who I don't think you ever see his mouth, and like you only see one of his eyes, I think. I forget that dude's name. I might have seen like one episode of that. The soap would be the top answer. I won't phase. I feel like part of the fun of those kinds of games is the more unexpected answers though, right? I feel like you don't expect to have Mr. Steve Harvey being like you don't expect him to be like your wife's self-pleasure device. That's part of the fun of it, right? Does he just say the things outright, or does he try to is he kind of like me where he tries to sidestep things that you probably shouldn't say? He's raunchy on Family Feud, is he? I was always kind of under the impression like game shows would be like, you know, really family friendly. Steve Harvey is my wife's self-pleasure device. I didn't mean it that way. That's Kakashi. Kakashi, friend of Master Splinter. Was there a crossover with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Naruto? Like, honestly, Naruto is so big that I wouldn't even count that out. Like, I feel like once something gets big enough, like, all bets are off for crossover material. He says it word for word, but they're never worded as explicit things. That makes sense. Hold on. What is this Reddit post? Wait, was he in like the comics? Hold on, let me pop this up on screen for you guys. I'll put the Game Boy shoes back on screen while I pull this up. Here you go. Well, let me see how clicking on this works. Can I like scroll it down? I can't like full screen it, I don't think. What do you think, One Piece? It's good to see you again, Hamato Yoshi. Is that Master Splinter's name? I thought you were joking, but Naruto X Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles actually exists. Is this just from like one of the official comics or something? Like, I have never seen this before in my entire life. Or was this like done by like the mangaka of like Naruto? I have no idea what Naruto looks like outside of like the anime. And I feel like there are some shows where the anime and the manga look like totally different. It's from a recent comic? Like past month recent? No way! Has there been another issue yet, or is this where it's like ended for now? I feel like Ninja is the only common denominator between the two series. I mean, like, if you want to stretch things a little bit, you have like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, from my understanding. I don't think it started as a comic, right? I think it started as a TV show, but like it did really well for itself as a comic book. And so like I don't know, it's a popular comic book and it's a popular manga. Wait, did it start as a comic? I had no idea. I thought it was always like the TV show first. It's fairly recent, like the past 1 or 2 months. This is like a weird crossover. I kind of wonder, like, is that just one of the things where one of the two was like, hey, let's just do something real wacky and out there to stay relevant or something like that? I feel like the mangaka for like Naruto is probably absolutely like loaded and set for life at this point. It started as a gritty black and white comic, then it became a cartoon out of nowhere. I had no idea. I did learn like a while back. I think I've shared this with you guys before. The Flintstones started out as like a gritty, like real life issues, like adult TV show, and like it turned into like the kids show later after that, and like it dealt with like real issues like hello dog, love you. I'm not a dog, Cyber Angle Ben 10. Thank you for the 4 months. How are you doing today? like, it started out with, like, really, like, absolutely, like, serious topics. Like, Barney and... what's his wife's name? Barney and... Barney's wife. Betty? Yeah, Betty. But Barney and Betty, like, she couldn't have kids or something for some reason, so, like, Bam Bam is their adopted son. There is some Flintstones lore for you. Bam Bam is adopted. They adopted him because, like, he couldn't... They couldn't have kids together. It absolutely, like, 100% did start as a gritty, like, it wasn't, like, gritty and edgy or anything from my understanding, but, like, it was a cartoon made for adults. I'm so sad. I had a bad day and week, but now you're here. I'm sorry, Cyber Uncle Ben 10. I hope things are better soon. I always feel bad whenever my Wolfies come in and say they've been having a bad day. I hope I can do a little part to cheer you guys up. Like a sitcom, but a cartoon. I think that's exactly what they were going for, yeah. And like, I don't know why they decided on like the prehistoric setting or anything like that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles started as an indie comic in the early to mid 80s. Copies of the very first issues are extremely rare. Was it just like printed out of like some dude's like house or something like that? I like hearing those stories of like things starting out tiny and then becoming really big. Maybe if we're lucky, maybe if we're lucky, someday I'll get to be we'll get to go to the theater together to watch the Haru Mizuki film on big screen. I don't know what they'd make it about, but it could happen. It could happen. You never know. You never know on Phase. Bam Bam was later amended to be a baby Barney adopted after genociding the Neanderthals. He's one of the last survivors and Barney felt bad for it and adopted him. That was in the actual like gritty and edgy comic. That was a later reboot. That was a different thing entirely. That wasn't the original run. That wasn't the original run. Like the original run of it was a like sitcom. That was the DC comic. I kind of sort of want to read that. It seems sort of interesting. Start making the script now. I don't know what we'd put on it, honestly. Barney the purple dinosaur was adopted after the Neanderthal. No, not that Barney. Not that Barney. We were here when he was still a PNG. Alone Phase. Show of hands. If you could make a poll for me, Almighty Funk, I would love that. How many of you were what era did you start watching me? PNG 1, PNG 2, or live 2D? Just out of curiosity. Like, I always wonder like how you guys found me, where you came from, when you started watching and stuff like that. What era did you arrive? I'm gonna vote in this one. I was here during the PNG 1 era. Let me throw up on screen if you are unsure, PNG 1 or PNG 2. Let me see, that's over here. Here is PNG 2. This is PNG 2. If you know this guy, if you're familiar with this guy, this was my second PNG. What was PNG 1? It was bad. It was bad. I don't like PNG 1. It's not a PNG, he moves. I use the software PNG Tuber Plus for that. I use PNG Tuber Plus. We're talking about the We Committed a Genocide Barney. Yeah, that's the one. That was the DC comic. The Neolithic Age was crazy. One day, Haru's face will be on the big screen in Times Square. See, like, I think anybody can just rent those, and like, I don't have the money for that. The Henry era. See, that would have been PNG 2 era. PNG 2 is season 2 of Haru. Okay, this has come up a few times. I know some of you don't know our friend Henry Murphy. Let me see. I have a picture of him here somewhere. Lord Henry? He's not a lord. Here's Henry Murphy for you from my first April Fool's stream. I didn't commit to that bit for very long, but he was just me without any ears, without a tail, and you're right, he's a king. He's not a king. He is a well-accomplished scientist. He cured cancer. He plays basketball. He's like 7'8". What were some other features of Henry Murphy? I think he had like jetpacks or something. Like I don't remember the lore. Basketball player too. Yeah, he was a basketball player. He cured cancer. He got up to some stuff, but he isn't real. He's not real, and he's almost certainly not coming back for our next April Fools. Okay, Wolfies. He says, just out of curiosity, but it's to actually know who you should love the most. See, whenever you guys vote in polls, it doesn't tell me who made what votes. If I were to do a prediction, it would tell me who voted for what, but like, then I would have to choose somebody to pay out, and like, that's not what predictions are for. That's not what the predictions are for. He looks like a marketing executive. Would you trust this man with your life? He only drinks Red Bull. I think he drank some kind of monster. It's not the kind that I like. I think he drank like Monster Ultra Energy or something. I don't remember. Henry can go back home now. Yeah, Henry isn't real. He can't hurt you, Olympies. Where are the dog ears? Okay, one, I don't have dog ears, so there aren't any dog ears. There aren't any dog ears, like, period. These are wolf ears. These are wolf ears. And two, Henry Murphy is just a regular, plain, run-of-the-mill human. Okay. I don't think I ever actually showed this off before. If you guys have never gone through my, I have a folder in the Awomfi Cord that contains, like, all of my art, all of my fan art and stuff. Unless you've downloaded that or, like, gone through it yourself. Henry Murphy? Yeah, Henry Murphy. Hi, Pillar Eclipse. How are you today? Unless you guys have gone through it, I don't think I ever showed this off on stream. This was the work in progress sketch that I got sent for my second PNG. What do you think, Olympus? What do you think? I think it turned out way cuter than the sketch, to be honest. I'm doing dandy. I'm super glad to hear that. I gotta pee so bad, Olympus. I gotta pee, but I don't want to run off after, like, already taking a break and, like, everything breaking. He looks like a Giga Chad. He's not a Giga Chad, okay? He's like 7'8". He did the 800? What's the 800? One day you'll get off the train and see Haru on the TV introducing you to City 17. Honestly, honestly, with regards to the whole City 17 thing, like, Mr. Breen, he was trying. He was trying. I think, like, he's obviously skimming off the top for himself, but he also, he was trying to get humanity a place. He wasn't trying. I haven't played it in forever, but I feel like I remember him trying a bit. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't. He wanted to be a slug. I mean, who doesn't want to be a slug on One Piece? Let me see. What else do I have in here? Here's the sketch that I got back before he started, like, coloring it and everything. What do you think of his big, soulless, beady eyes, One Piece? What do you think? Henry's the guy she tells you not to worry about. He gets up to a little bit of this. A little bit of that. And honestly, like, I still miss my second PNG sometimes. It's cute on One Piece. It's cute. Let me see. Can I feed that, or can I get that guy back out? Let me see. PNG Tuber Plus. Let me see if I can find this and whip him back out. I know we did this here recently, but, like, I love this dude. I love this dude, and, like, I don't get to see him that often. Hold on. How do I... is it that? There's a way to, like, make the backgrounds disappear and stuff, and, like, it wasn't doing that by default last time. Did I click this? No, it's definitely not that. Hold on. Let me get this dude up on screen, because I know some of you weren't here then. Like, this would have been back in, like, let me think. I think I debuted that, like, March something or another. Here he is on One Piece. Here he is. What do you think of him? Current Haru is great, but PNG 2 is such a little guy. What do you think of One Piece? I don't have all my keybinds set up in an easy way. I've got... I have them all, but... We'll leave them on this face. Thank you for the head pat, Shiraga. Have you ever heard of Audie Murphy? I have not. What is Audie Murphy? Henry Murphy is the protagonist in the horror game. I love the horror game. I love the horror game. That was the one that Shiraga made. I'm seeing double. He doesn't look exactly like me. You know, one of the things that I actually had to like ask the I had to ask the person that did this for me, the person I commissioned it from. Thank you for the head pat, Sam. I had to ask for him to I had to ask for him to make my skin a little bit whiter because it looked really just pale before on the first revision of it. I think it's largely just because of the blush on the cheeks to me. Attach it to your jacket. I don't think I could. I don't think I could. Like, I could make him tiny. I could make him tiny and I could just, like, jam him over top of me or something. Harry's gotta be white as a ghost. I won't phase. We talked about this recently. I feel like my color scheme is an important part of what makes me me. You know, I gotta have the proper lack of a skin tone. Sorry, not white boy enough. No, that's not how I said it. Hypnotized Haru. I'd feed him a spam musubi with egg. Do you mean the black and white Haru? Oh, hold on, where did he go? Do you mean this guy here? See, you can have 3 Harus now for the price of 1. You can have unfinished Haru, you can have PNG 2 Haru, and you can have me. Yeah, him. Why would you feed him spam musubi? Like, don't get me wrong, I love spam musubi. Don't get me wrong. Soulless Haru looks like he'd lovingly smile at you while he kicks you down the stairs. No, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, Alphys. He's just like me. He's me at heart. Hold on, what toggles do I have here? We have default. We have like the scared one. I had to like rig these all up by hand, and oh my god, it was such a pain in the butt. I have like the weird tasty face one. I forget what I requested from the artist, and he gave me the tasty face, and I was like, that's close enough. I've got the worried face. I love this one, Alphys. I love this one so much. The tasty face? Yeah, hold on. Let me stop talking. I have my tongue out for this one. See? It's the tasty face. I don't know what else I would call it. The Oishi? Yeah, I've got my tongue out in that one. I think I asked him for like a really happy face or something like that, and he gave me that, and I was like, whatever, close enough. I didn't wanna ask that man for more revisions because I already asked him to change a couple of things, and I try to be nice whenever I'm commissioning things from people on movies. I try to be nice about that. Which one do I? Oh, you can head pat both of them. Yeah, like if you use the head pat, right now in movies, you get 2 for the price of 1. But I've got the slightly worried face. I love this one so much. This is the one that I think I used most. Thank you for the head pat, Finbar. I've got the angry face. I have an angry face now too, but honestly, I don't use this one very much because you guys don't make me yell at you too often. So I don't have to be too angry at you, Alphys. You're usually nice enough, so you don't have to see that one too often. I've got what else do we have? I've got my I would call this one my smug face. Any chance for a PNG Haru redeem? Maybe. I hadn't really considered that before now. I guess I could just have both on screen at once as like a redeem or something. I could just make him a tiny little guy and put him like down below me or something. To give the don't talk to me or my son ever again effect. What do you think, Alphys? What do you think? Would you like to be able to summon PNG Haru on command? Let me see. What else do we have here? I gotta be honest, I don't remember the toggles for this dude myself either. I have my really happy face, and I've got my slightly worried face. I remember using this one a lot. I want to summon the Awomfis on demand. Let me get you guys on screen. Hold on. I think I still have you guys here. What is this? These are my dogs. These are my dogs. Let me put those away and get you guys on screen instead. Wait, where did it go? Where did it go? Let me get that back on screen for a second. Hold on. Oh my god, this is such a gigantic image. I have no idea what resolution this is. I hate them? You hate what? Awomfis or my feet? Like, honestly, both are pretty valid. Let me shrink this down a little bit too before I do this. Both are valid. Feet and gams on what are gams? What are gams before I agree to this? Like, honestly, if you ask to see my shoes on Awomfis, like, I am willing to show them most of the time. I'm pretty happy about my shoes. Hold on, let me get this guy on screen. Let me get this guy on screen. Here you go. You guys can chill back here. I love the Awomfi design. They look so good. I'm a big fan of how my artist did the Awomfi design. I feel super duper bad because, like, I always try to credit artists as much as I can. My artist explicitly asked me, I'm sure he has his reasons, but he explicitly asked me not to credit him. Like, I messed up once. I messed up. If you've been following me on Twitter for a while, I posted the Awomfi art up a while ago and tagged my artist, and he was like, please do not do that. I didn't think to ask him beforehand. I didn't think to ask if he was okay with that, and so like he was like, can you please delete that? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. Sorry. Didn't mean to offend. Thank you for the head pet, Shiroiga. So I took that down. I don't think I actually have the Awomfi art up on Twitter at all right now. I should probably post that sometime, just so that like you guys can, I don't know, see it if you want to. But I love the way your design turned out. He did such a good job with my really super cruddy art. Like, I am in no way an artist, and let me get PNG Haru back off screen for a second. I am in no way an artist, and like he took my drawings and he did such a great job with them. I love the normal expression there. You look so smug. I did have to ask him like 3 or 4 times. I was like, hey, can you perhaps make the default look of the Awomfi smugger looking? I had to distill down what the essence of smug was to try to guide him, because he does have an emote there that says smug, and in my opinion that is more angry than smug to me. I would say your normal expression is the smug one to me, but he did such a great job of these. I wish I could share his Twitter with you, but he asked me not to. How? Yeah, that's whenever I tell you you can't have a. You can't have... What is an Awomfi's favorite food? What do you guys like most? It's time to canonize this. What do you guys like most? Whatever you guys say most will be your favorite food. And I swear to God, don't say something weird like feet. Little Caesars! Salt burger monster? Hamburger? Alright, we've got 2 for hamburger so far. We've got 2 for hamburger. Honestly, like, I could see you guys, I could see you being like a regular shaped wolf, and there's like an Awomfi. There is an Awomfi shaped hamburger laying there, and you go to chomp on it and it just turns you Awomfi shaped. That reminds me, I've had my vitamins sitting on my mouse pad for a full minute. Make sure you take everything you need to be healthy Awomfis. If you take any medicine, if you take any supplements, make sure you don't forget about those. I gotta be honest, I've talked about it a couple times. I have a bit of a health condition, pretty serious one, and I forget to take my medicine sometimes. I'm bad about that. I should probably set an alarm. But if I ever forget to take mine, I usually just like take a regular amount the next day at the same time I take it. Thank you so much for the 10 months, Vita. Thank you. Vita's been here basically since the start too. Like, we have some Awomfis who have been around for like ages. basically forever at this point, and like every time like I sit down and think about it, I feel like let me get the emoji back off screen. Follow age. Is there an easy way I can like? I'll see if I can pop out a command for that, just out of your own curiosity. I'm sure some of you want to know. You're not the only person who's used that command. But like every time I sit down and think about it, like I have been streaming for, let me look at a calendar. I'm bad with months. I've been streaming for a year and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months now. A year and 8 months on One Piece. It's coming up on 2 years, and honestly, like, it feels like it was forever ago, and also, like, not that long ago at the same time. Hi, Alexa. How are you doing today? Also, play Sleep Well Zero. It was nice of you to drop in. It was good to see you. What do you mean? I've been here since May 9th of this year? Huh? You've been here basically forever, Vita. You've basically been here forever. You're not gonna trick me. 20-month anniversary? A year and 8... Yeah, I guess that is 20 months. I don't have a follow age command yet. I'm sorry, it won't phase. Wait, does that show it to you privately if you do that? Is that just like a built-in command? I'm kind of curious. No, it is not. Is there not a command for that? /follow? Huh. I'm surprised there isn't just a built-in one for that. You just click your name on PC, follow ages to make it public. Oh, okay. I don't know, like, I think we have, like, 1, maybe 2 Face who were here for, like, legitimately my very first stream ever. My very first stream, I think I had, like, maybe like 5 people watching. That was quite a while ago now, Olympias. Exclamation mark tacos. That didn't do anything? Yeah, I don't have a command for it just yet, I'm sorry. I thought that was a universal command. I should make it a command for sure. Hope you have a great time zone, Haru. I personally love my time zone, thank you. I appreciate it. I love my time zone. PST is a pretty good one, not gonna lie. I've been here since September 13th, 2023. That's a bit over a year ago. When is September? September's the 9th month, we're in the 12th. I can do basic math. That was a year and 3 months ago. That was a year and 3 months ago. Since March 20th, 2024. Got rated in and followed. I won't phase. Like, I am forever thankful that, like, you guys got here at all, because the way that I think about it, the way that I think about a lot of things, this doesn't just extend to you guys, this extends to, like, thank you for the head pat, Lexa. This extends to, like, my personal friendships and, like, people that I've like met, and you know, like, this extends to basically everything in life. There are like a million little things every single day that are happening that you don't even think about. Maybe if you went to, like, go grab a glass of water or something instead, you would have not ended up here. Or maybe like if you maybe like I wouldn't have met, like, one of my friends if I had made a phone call, because that would have kept me from doing something at this time, and I would have never met that person. Like, you gotta be thankful, Amalphys. Life comes with bad things, life comes with good things, and, like, despite all of the bad things that I've been through personally, like, I can't talk for all of you. I can't talk for all of you. I'm happy that things turned out for me the way they did, even if they aren't, even the bad things, because they led me to where I am now. I am the person I am now. Thank you for the head pat, Shiraiga. And we're in charge of our own destinies, Amalphys. Like the butterfly effect. Isn't that a movie? I've never seen that one. It's like the one where there's like the big like moth with the skull over a dude's face, right? Like I know it's probably supposed to be a butterfly, but like honestly that thing looked too big to be a butterfly, in my opinion. Let me get a drink. So like, I don't know. All of the good, all of the bad. Like, I am happy that things turned out the way that they did, because otherwise I might not be here with you guys right now. And I'm thankful that all of you ended up here, because you could have done a million billion different things and just, we could have never met each other. That's how big the world is in One Piece. I don't care if you're here on Twitch every single day, like watching streamers with every single moment of your free time, like, there's still the chance that we could have just never met, you know? And I'm thankful that things turned out the way they did, with all of the good and all of the bad. Because I get to meet all of you. And that's why it's like important to me that, I don't know, even whenever things are rough, even when things are rough, that I gotta keep trucking, because it's like, I know, no matter how bad things get on One Piece, that I'm gonna meet lots of great, amazing people that are, you know, going to touch my life in an important way. Even if things seem bleak, like, things are always gonna turn around, as long as you never give up on One Piece. But I feel like that gets to the verge of, that can get kind of preachy. I know, like, especially if some people aren't in, like, the best place or whatever, that's not what you want to hear. But, One Piece, I appreciate you, and I'm glad we met. And I'm glad we can be here together. Even during times like this where things aren't working right and I don't know, like my audio isn't working and plans get thrown off. And the Doomfies who steal your pizza. I gotta be honest, I don't think I have ever seen a Doomfie in real life. Like, I can definitely confirm I've seen an Awumfie in real life. I can confirm that they exist. They're not cryptids. Awumfies are real. Awumfies are real. If you guys go look in the mirror right now, you'll see one. But can't say I've ever seen an Doomfie in real life. Can't say I've ever seen that. So no proof that those exist. The jury's still up in the air on that one. We're gonna need more definitive evidence. I feel like honestly, like, what does an Awumfie even look like? Do you just take like a regular Awumfie and color its fur black? I was told there would be Shadow the Hedgehog. There was supposed to be, but I had technical difficulties today, so unfortunately there are no video games today. We stick to the shadows. But I'm a Dullahan? No. Go look in the mirror. I swear you are going to look exactly like this dude. You are going to look exactly like this dude if you go check out the mirror right now. This is what you look like. Harry, you're never gonna finish the game before the movie comes out. I think I started talking about this earlier and didn't finish my plan. What I am going to do. Thursday, I think it was Thursday. Maybe it was Friday. We were playing more Shadow the Hedgehog. There is a mod that somebody told me about, a ROM hack, I believe, that changes it so that you can, you don't need to do literally everything in the levels that wants you to kill, like, everyone. You need to do, like, maybe 80%. I think it's called, like, Shadow the Hedgehog Reloaded or something. And the more important part, because there's no way even with that I could beat through all of the levels in one sitting. But you only need to do, like, 3 of the endings, I think it was, to get the true endings. So that's what we're going to do on... was that Friday or Thursday? Hold on, let me look. I don't remember my own schedule, if I'm to be honest with you on these. I make it and I put it out there and I forget about it. Okay, that's gonna be on Friday. And just so you guys know, just gotta throw this out there. Sonic 3, the movie, does come out on Friday. Just throwing that out there. If any of you wanna, you know, maybe hang around until we beat the game or whatever, and then maybe you head out to the theater and you go watch Sonic 3, see Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog. Like, I think that's a pretty solid plan. Are you sneaking the stream into the theater? I didn't say that. Can I be a headless Awumfie? I can't picture what that would look like. I think it would just be like the front half of the Awolfi chopped off, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Please keep your precious Awolfi face. I need you to have it. Haru, I can't. A weirdo bit me and now all the mirrors are empty? That's vampirism. You need to go take care of that. You need to go find some kind of root or something that can cure that. Let me get you guys back off screen. Don't they want to do a Shadow and Knuckles spin-off movie? Do they? Have they confirmed that? Like, it wouldn't surprise me, honestly. It wouldn't surprise me. I was a bit surprised that they did the like Knuckles spin-off TV show thing, but like after they did that, that shows me like they're probably just going to do whatever they want with the IP. I figured before that they were going to keep it strictly just to the movies or something, but that seems out the window now. Tokyo Mission. Alright, I won't phase it. It's about time for me to end, and like things aren't working right. Let's see who I can raid today. I think we'll just call it early today. I know I promised you guys like until 8, but I wasn't anticipating things breaking. Please forgive me, I won't be. Please forgive me. Thank you for the head pat, Shiroiga. Thanks for the funny stream. No, thank you guys for being here. Let's raid. Let's raid yeah. Let's raid Rua. I'm not sure if I've ever raided Rua. Let me see. Oh man. I hate the new interface for this. Thank you for returning. Don't worry, I won't phase. I am going to be here tomorrow, same time, same place. I'll try to have all of the issues fixed, and like I'm super duper sorry. I'm super duper sorry that things broke. I love you guys. Thank you for being here, and sorry for ending early today. Sorry for the issues. Let's see. Today we'll do a technical difficulties raid. We'll do a technical difficulties raid today. Thanks for the stream. The yapping was great. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Here's your raid message, Yomofis. I'm gonna go probably have some dinner and then fix whatever's going on with my audio issues. Hopefully it's an easy fix. I'll hopefully be able to let you guys know tomorrow. If things don't go as planned, I'll make a post about it in the Awolfi Court. I'll make a post about it on Twitter. If you guys aren't already in there, here is the link to the Awolfi Court. Hop in there for all the news and yada yada. You guys are already in there. You guys are already in there. I love you, Awolfis. Have a great rest of your night. I will see you tomorrow. Have fun with Rua. He's currently... He's doing ASMR. I know he does a lot of raiding and stuff, but I think he's just doing regular ASMR. Technical difficulty raid. Yeah, there's the raid message for those of you who are not subscribed. Bye, Awolfis. See you tomorrow.